What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. These are my NASCAR DFS core plays for the Folds of Honor QuickTrip 500. What's up, guys? Welcome to my DFS core plays video. These plays can be used for FanDuel or DraftKings. Have absolutely been killing it in these core plays videos, so I'm going to continue doing them. Last week I had, I believe, 4 out of the 5 guys I posted in the winning lineup, the optimal lineup. The one that was not was Ryan Blaney. He ended up, spinning out, and then Ty Dillon took the whole front of Blaney's car off. So Blaney ended up finishing 40th. If Blaney would have, not crashed, would have absolutely murdered. Had a bunch of great lineups with Blaney in them. But, nothing you can do. That's all part of the game. But other than that, had Austin Dillon. He finished really good. Christopher Bell finished in that top 10. Erik Jones, they keep underpricing him. He finished in that top 10. And then Keselowski, had a bunch of Keselowski. So it was a decent day overall, but could have been much better if Blaney wouldn't have crashed. Also, now is the time to sign up on Patreon. My Patreon subscription is $5 a month. I don't think there's a better deal out there. You get my statistical model. It's where I get all my stats, current form, the track type history, the track history, practices when they come back, and all that. You get my targets, my projections, my rankings, and my optimizer and my example cash lineup. And I am going to start implementing articles into that $5 subscription as well. I need to get probably a couple more Patrons to do that. I want to get around 70. I'm at 63 right now. If I can hit 70, I'll definitely start doing some articles next week. Just going over probably like 10 core plays of mine, 10 of my favorite plays, and tell you guys why I like them and so on. Before we get into the core plays, if you guys can leave this video a like, also subscribe if you haven't yet. Really appreciate that. And with that said, let's get into the core plays, starting with Kevin Harvick, starting 9th. I think there is some place differential here with Kevin Harvick. He has an average finish of 2.5 here in his last 2 years. Very, very good here. Very good career history, very good track type history. Has led 1,097 laps here in his career, which is by far the best on the slate. And I do think he gets up there at some point and does dominate. 11,700, I do think you're able to get him and able to get him, pretty easily with all the value that DraftKings is giving us this week. I think there are so many underpriced guys on here, and I'll get to some of them in a bit, but there are a lot of options down low. So you're able to go up and get guys like Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, Elliott, Kyle Busch, Truex, all those guys are able to do it this week really easily. So I do like Kevin Harvick quite a bit. I'll have him in a decent amount of lineups, and he's definitely one of my core plays for sure. Chase Elliott, love this play a lot. I'm glad he got pulled. That's awesome. I love Chase Elliott. He's been very good this year, been very, very fast. He's led 275 laps in the last 6 races, so he's capable of leading laps and dominating races here. And this is way too cheap for Chase Elliott. I think he should be probably mid 10,000s or maybe even, low 11,000 here. So he's just been that dominant this year. He's had some bad luck. For sure, but other than that, he's been looking really good. I mean, remember when Kyle Busch wrecked him, and then him and Logano wrecked on, towards the end of the race, last race. But other than that, he's been absolutely fantastic. And I do like Chase Elliott a lot at 9,900. Hopefully, he leads a lot of laps, because I'll tell you right now, I will have a lot of Chase Elliott. I just don't see who's starting behind him. Almirola, I don't see Almirola taking the lead from him. I see him leading hopefully that first stage, or at least up to the first caution. I don't know if there's going to be a competition caution. I haven't heard any word about it. I'm guessing there is going to be a competition caution, but hopefully he keeps that lead and dominates some laps. All right, Christopher Bell, 7,400. He's been looking very, very good this year. He is starting in the back once again. I know we played him in our core plays last week, starting 35th. But yeah, he's starting 27, so I do think there's a lot of place differential here as well as there was last week. Average finish of 16 in his last 6 races. He's been on fire. He's in a good car. He's looking good. He's a good driver. I do like Bell quite a bit. I like that price of 7,400. I think, it's a fair price for Christopher Bell, but I do think there is some value in that price there. He does have top 20 upside at a good price, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get a top 15 here. He's been very good, so I do like Christopher Bell quite a bit, and also there is a lot of guys around him that are priced pretty poorly, like Matt Benedetto. He's priced by him. I think MBD is a good play. I think Byron's a good play as well, but I like Christopher Bell starting 27th. I just think he has a lot of upside there and a lot of place differential. Erik Jones, I don't know, it might seem like this, but I think I've had Erik Jones in probably almost all my core plays video, and for a good reason. They price him so underpriced. I think he's been in the winning lineup like probably 3 to the last 4 weeks, something like that, but they just keep underpricing him, and he just keeps getting top 10. So with that said, they priced him even lower now, 6,600, getting a little bit more of a discount on Erik Jones because of how good he's been doing. We're gonna underprice him some more, says DraftKings. So he is 6,600. That's just insane. He's starting 14th. I do think there's decent place differential upside. Average finish of 9 in his last 2 races here. He's good here. He's been good all season. I don't understand this price at all. Extremely underpriced at 6,600. And he has finished top 10 in 3 of his last 6 races this season. So do I think he's going to get a top 10? Probably. Do I think he's underpriced? Yes. Starting 14th, there's some place differential there. Even if he finishes like 9th or 10th, that could be enough to get in the winning line. But 6,600, that's just crazy. I do not see him finishing anywhere worse than 14th. I only see him moving up, honestly. He's in a very good car, very good driver. As long as, has a clean race, I believe he will finish in that top 10. Probably extremely chalky, though. That's the thing. He's going to be really high owned, as he was last week, and for a good reason. He was in the winning lineup. I had about 65% Jones. I just couldn't control myself. I usually don't like going over 60% on a driver, but I got the extra 5% on Jones, and he was in that winning lineup last week. And honestly, I won't be surprised if he is again. And hopefully, DraftKings keeps underpricing him. I mean, I love Erik Jones. I love playing Erik Jones. So, yeah, I'm fine with playing a bunch of Erik Jones, especially at this price. It's just crazy. All right, as always, give you guys a pump play here. Last week I gave you guys Austin Dillon. He finished like 6th at 20% owned. So now I'm gonna give you guys another pump play here. Michael McDowell, 5,200. First of all, way too underpriced. Even for a guy like Michael McDowell, I mean, he's not bad. He has an average finish of 18 in his last 6 races this season. He's been really good. And he is starting 36th. He's amazing value play. So much value. He's priced down with the guys that you should never play in your lineup. But he does have a lot of place differential upside. The thing is, he doesn't have the best track history here, but I don't really think it matters at that price. I think he has an average finish of 30.5 in his last 2 races here. So he's just been racing good this year, though. He's been good. Like I said, average finish of 18 in his last 6 races. So I would not be surprised if we saw him finish like at a top 25. And honestly, that's enough to get in the winning lineup because it allows you to go up and get Truex, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, all those guys. So yeah, Mike and McDowell, fine play. I'm gonna have a lot of them. And like I said, it does allow you to get the studs up top and allows you to make any lineup you want pretty much. I was messing around with lineups and putting McDowell in there. I was able to get as much lineups as I wanted, like any combination I wanted. McDowell, Erik Jones in there, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Harvick. I'm sure you can make a lineup with those 5 alone. So I do like that. Those are my 5 favorite plays, probably my 5 highest owned plays. There are other guys I like, obviously, and you guys can check that on a Patreon. I also did post a breakdown video going driver by driver. But the good stuff's on Patreon. Like I said, I'm trying to get an article going if I can get a couple more guys to sign up this week. Hopefully implement that next week. But yeah, I have all my rankings are coming out tonight. Rankings, projections coming out tonight. I'm about to start working on that now. And yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. And good luck at this race. Let's keep killing it. We had an amazing month last month. Hopefully we have another amazing month of June. So yeah, let's get it.